discussing ways we could make our barbershops more secure so that mass murderers can't come in and terrorize our communities. But it's not just about barbershops. This is about all of Baltimore standing together in this moment. We as a city need to step up. This is an all-in moment for Baltimore. Every single person that can mentor, it's time to mentor. Everyone that can support a family during the holidays, let's step in and support. We each need to dig deeper. Every single one of us can do more to heal our city. So let this be a clarion call. We say enough is enough to the violence. We will stand united just like we're doing today, just like we will do tomorrow, and like we will do into the future. And with that, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce to the microphone Ivan, the owner of Be More Cuts.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? Well, thank you for everybody to support this movement that we try to do together. We're concerned about the families. They're going through a lot of trauma. I really appreciate everybody to come in, the barbers right here, the city councils. I really appreciate that. And I hope all this help the community to go through the trauma. We concerned, and it's enough, and enough is enough. And I hope everybody understand like what we're going through in the Spanish community. I introduced Mike too. Mike, he got a couple words to say.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike, manager here at Be More Cuts Barbershop, and I just want to say that the behavior that's been going on in the community and in these barbershops, here at Be More Cuts, we will not tolerate it. It's not acceptable and it's not going to happen. I just want to say and send my condolences to the families once again of all parties involved. I just think that we all need to come more together like we did today, and we will continue to do this moving forward. I want to thank everybody from the east side of Baltimore who came out, also everybody that took their time to come out from the west side, everybody from Baltimore City, Troy, Zeke, and along with all the barbers here that took time out of their day to show up and to make this event happen. And I just want to say thank you, and God bless you. And if you see something, say something and don't be scared.
Amen.
And now from More Than a Shop, Troy Stanton.
I come here in solidarity as an advocate and as a friend of the barbers, because myself, I was a victim of a senseless shooting in my barbershop. And to say that from this day forward, we back to solidifying the barbershops and salons are sacred spaces and we're not tolerated. And we're working together to unify to get past this and to work forward with the families of the victims, because this affects the whole community in one way or another, and to stand forward with my brothers and sisters to unify that, we're no longer going for this one. That barbershops and salons are sacred spaces. And I work in solidarity with my brothers, my sisters, and this is just not a black, white, or Latino. This is a community-based issue. And we're bringing forth accountability for what took place, and we're no longer having this. Barbershops and salons are sacred spaces. Let's respect that. Let's treat it like that. We respect y'all. We expect everyone to show us the same love and support that we give in our community. Staton. S-T-A-T-O-N. Yes.
Also really honored and proud to be joined by my colleague, Councilmember Odette Ramos from the 14th District.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to meet all of you and be a part of this amazing conversation. I serve on the Trauma Informed Task Force, and I'm learning a lot. One of the things that I think is very important here is that our barbershops and our beauty salons are a place where people come because they feel safe. They come because they trust the person who's making them feel better about themselves. And we need to provide support to the men and women in the barbershops so that if they see something, if they hear something, that they know the resources to be able to get that person or that family help. And so we're committing to doing that today to make sure that, because they are a place where people come and let their guard down, we want to make sure that they have the right information. So I'm very excited to be a part of this. It's unfortunate that this happened this way, but coming together is very important, and I'm really honored to be here with Lucia Islas from the Comité Latino as well, and so many others that are joining us to be able to address this. In my opinion, the violence is caused by trauma, and if we can inform and work together to address that trauma, I think we'll make a big difference. And so this is one of the first steps, and it's an honor to be a part of it. Thank you.
So let me just conclude by saying this. Barbers are healers. When you come into that chair in your barber shop, you're going to have a conversation. You're going to be vulnerable. Folks are going to touch your hair and your scalp. These folks do healing work in our city. And it is so critically important that we protect them, that we unite as a community, and that they know that they are leaders and healers within Baltimore. That's why I'm so proud to see this united mass of barbers, Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, all of us standing together as people that love this city. So with that, we're going to conclude. I want to thank you all for showing up today. This is step one. Like Councilmember Ramos said, we will be back. We will continue this conversation, and we will continue to show up for each other. So again, thank you all for being here today.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions?
I wonder if anyone who knew the victims, Javier and Raphael, would have anything to say about, in tribute to their lives for people who didn't know them, and how traumatic this has been for them.
Where's Mo? Where's Mo? Where's Mo? Where's Mo? Come on, Rafi. Come on. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
So what you had to say that
I knew him growing up. He was probably the first Hispanic barber to cut my hair. A legend. Everybody can say the same thing about him. He taught a lot of people. He showed the way to a lot of Hispanics. How to cut hair, how you handle business with another Hispanic in the barbershop. So, I mean, not much to say, it's family, Because I didn't see him every day, didn't mean that he didn't mean nothing to me, because I know him since I was a kid. Working in my brother's barbershop, it hurt. It hit home. Because it could have been one of us. Could have been my brother. Could have been a friend of mine. Could have been anybody on that chair. So I just want everybody to get together and just get this handled and just look out for one another. Because without the barbers, anybody can sit in a chair and talk about anything. Because if you got a regular barber, he know your whole life story. You know his.
Yes.
That is your therapy. Every week you come in his barbershop, the first thing he asks you, or you ask him, how's the family? How is my kids? How is this? You might go as, what about what's going on today or tomorrow? Or what are you doing tonight? A lot of us got that relationship with one another, that we can go home to each other, even eating some of our tables. So it just is that.
And that was Raphael who you knew?
No, I knew Javi.
Javi.
Yep.
And comfortable, would you mind sharing your name at all?
Yeah, Raphael Otero. Rafael Otero. Otero. Rafael. Raphael. All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Is the city's crime plan working?
So let me just say this. We are here today because we believe that part of what the city needs to do is unite its people. Whether that's barbers, whether that's council members, whether that's just regular community, regardless of what the crime plan looks like, it's incumbent on all of us to work together. It's not going to be one politician or one police officer or one set of people. It's all of us, every single one of us. And we're not going to be divided. We're not going to allow folks to come in and violate our safe sanctuaries. We're going to stay focused on the work that we have to do. That's what I believe, and that's what we're going to continue to do here, today, and tomorrow.
And what work do you think that you have done in the past year in the war on crime?
So I know that my colleague and I, Councilmember Ramos, have been leading with a number of folks here, the Trauma-Informed Care Task Force. We know that trauma underlies so much of the anguish we see in our communities, whether that's physical violence, whether that's addiction and deaths from overdose, whether that's just the sheer pain and anguish and sadness that we see in our communities. We've been working incredibly hard with folks across the city to make sure everybody knows that Baltimore is first in America to legislate trauma-informed care, and that we will become a healing city.
I think I have one question about barbershops. What do you feel like can be done to better security? I mean, you want this not to happen again, but what can you do to prevent it?
Yeah, so I'm going to turn the mic over to Will, who's really a security expert, but there's a lot that we can do to secure our shops.
Good evening, everybody. It's nothing that is going to be an overnight thing that can do it. We can open up minds, bodies, and souls to educations, policies, and procedures that can be implemented on the lower level. It will make the greater level better. So we are going to specialize in working with the barbers themselves on an individual basis, because everybody's circumstances is different. It's no general way to be able to really protect yourself behind the chair unless you take personal measures. And everybody's personal measures are different in this community.
All right. Thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so great to meet you. Thanks for everything you're doing. It's really important to be here, and we're spreading your great energy.